glitch around here.
Yeah, it sucks.
Same thing happens to my fucking phone. Anyway, I'm sorry to hit and run. Jesus Christ!
So we are talking about the movie Bad Frank, written and directed by someone's name who I cannot pronounce, so I'm not even going to try, and starring a guy called Kevin someone, whose name I also am not going to attempt because I'm totally going to butcher it, just to know that's why I'm not saying the names. So the story here focuses, well, on Frank, as you probably would have guessed, and he is a reformed badass. He's had a bit of a settled life now. He's got himself a nice wife and is living the domestic dream, or at least that's what it appears on the surface. But he's one of these guys who is barely containing his own rage. He's got this sort of simmering anger that he's just kind of like keeping at bay, but it's kind of there, just bubbling beneath the surface. I guess you would call him a human Hulk. However, he gets involved in a crime when he is asked basically as a favour to help one of his friends out, and ends up coming in and getting involved in this murder, which ultimately has kind of knock-on effects, and things go from bad to worse, and then personal vendettas start to flare up, and Frank essentially loses control, and goes on a rampage to kind of like get his revenge. This movie also stars Tom Sizemore, and then these days when I see Tom Sizemore's name on a kind of credit list, you think, oh man, that guy is it just seems uncontrollable to work with. But I've got to say, I thought he was actually quite good in this role. There's a great scene involving Tom Sizemore's character when he's kind of like interrogating someone, and it's pretty scary, it's pretty intense. And I've got to say, the main guy as well, the thing with this film, I thought the acting was actually quite good. The main guy who plays Frank, also quite good. He kind of, you really do feel like he is this like a powder keg ready to explode, and I think his performance is pretty good. The main issues with me is that there doesn't seem to be a lot to this film. You kind of watch this film and think, what was the kind of the point of it, really, to a certain degree? I mean, I actually kind of like the ending. I thought the ending was quite good, but it's such a kind of small scale film, and you feel, what was the actual point of it in a lot of ways? I think maybe some of the supporting characters as well are somewhat kind of cliche stereotypes. But I've got to say, for me, I really enjoyed the main actor here, whose name I'm not going to pronounce, so I'm not even going to bother. But he was pretty good, and like I said, I was actually surprised with the performance from Tom Sizemore, who I thought was quite good, although he does seem to, the role seems to play to his strengths, if you see what I mean. But it seems like it's an okay, well acted movie, but you think, why did I watch that to a certain degree? But nonetheless, it's a well made film, so judging its merits, I can't really fault it too much. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.